I'm also gonna
Alright.
give them
Alright.
more contract time.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm
Now I have to do some explaining about what I'm gonna do now here,
okay.
because this is important. Now you remember when we were in the mine, I actually saw a toolbox. And some of you might have been asking, why am I giving my mercs these kind of half-broken, poor condition weapons?
Yes.
I wouldn't be doing that if I hadn't had the possibility to actually repair them. And since we found that toolbox in the mine, we could just recover it and start to repair. She has a high mechanical skill, so that means we can just use the toolbox and get all our weapons fixed before we retake the airport.
There seems to be something over there. There seems to be something over there. Got it.
I'm gonna take both items with us and then go back up. You want to be careful. Position your mercs in such a way that you can react if the enemy decides to actually rush you or retake any kind of sector you're in. Now I'm gonna have her start repairing items, and then I'll probably put 2 people on the training militia duty and just time warp. Not much else we can do at this stage. And hopefully by the time that our weapons are repaired, we'll have 1 more squad of militia.
Some of us just had.
Ready for something new.
Yeah. Now we have trained a complete squad of militia here. And what you want to do always is pretty much spread them. If this sector is being attacked by this sector, then both troops of militia will converge and try to fight them off. So that's something you need to keep in mind. It's important to keep your cities clean for the loyalty, because loyalty equals income.
Got this wrapped up. Next.
Actually trained another squad. I'm gonna train this squad, and then I'm gonna go and retake this sector. Actually, let's pause here and check how far she is. She repaired her own gear. She also repaired her everything she's wearing, and she's repairing everyone else's weapons too. That seems to be a good thing. Okay.
Ready for something new.
Stop here. No. Now it's time to put her back on duty. I want them to attack in the night, so I'm gonna wait this day out and then mount my attack in the evening hours.
I'm learning.
And I think she can start training militia at 25 or something. So when we attack the other sector, she can start to train more militia. So here we go. It's nighttime. Nighttime starts at 9 p.m. And oh, you don't want to be doing this at this stage of the game. The turns will start to be really long because you have your own turn, you have the enemy's turn, and you have the militia turn, and it's just gonna screw things up. Even though I'm gonna show you what happens, just so you can see it. They will actually fight for you, and in a way you can save your ass if you have just 1 merc or 2 or 3 if you use this reinforcing from other sectors.
There are enemies present.
But I generally try to avoid it. because, you know, I don't like to have super long terms. I'm gonna just place my mercs here and let the militia do their job, because basically they have been spawned everywhere in the southern part of the sector. And as soon as they spot someone, they will all go rampage. You're also being informed of what's actually happening, if a militia is hitting one of the enemies or vice versa. There's also an option where you share the field of view, so you can actually see what the militia sees, and you can at that point see what they're actually doing, and I think it's accessible here somewhere. Let's see. I don't think you can access it by these options, or I'm just blind. No, I think it's an option in the Jagged Alliance 2 any. It's highly moddable, so I think it's good for you guys to create your own settings before you start to play. I generally do that because I kind of prefer to play insane difficulty with some tweaks. I don't like my mercs dying. I think you noticed that by now. So when I play insane, I kind of modify some of the settings, and I also don't like to play against the newbie militia that the enemy is using. So I kind of set all of them to high level. Also,
Let's get the show on the road.
The high level enemies means you get good gear right from the start. Now this is just overwhelming the enemy. They had like 8-9 people in the sector. The militia group is like 20. So they're just zerging them. But you can observe the standard enemy AI behavior when you look at this. This guy is not gonna stand in the next turn, I think. Feels like pawns in chess with these guys.
Ready.
I don't understand why I can't see him. I have night vision gear. And I think it's the number 2 night vision gear actually, the second version.
Ready. Damn.
No, I can see him. Oh yeah.
Hear that?
Never mentioned.
Damn.
If the rifle is not semi, you'll have to reload by hand, which means you'll spend another 10, maybe 20 action points just reloading the weapon. Snipers have a bonus to the reload and to shooting the weapon. I think you'll notice we don't have to aim like 10 times or 15 times or whatever is possible. We can pretty much shoot the weapon more or less unaimed.
More aggressors.
They don't hit anything.
Ready. Sure. What's lying there? Damn. There goes my appetite for the next week. Looky yonder.
Oh, he got that one. I can't even get a shot off. They're too quick. Too quick killing everything. There's actually an abuse for you to know. And that's something that has been done since the vanilla version of the game. Basically what you could do is you started a new game, and when you arrived at the rebel hideout,
More aggressors.
you see some of them are wearing pistols like Ira, and some of them are wearing rifles. And back in the vanilla version there were only like 5, 6, 7 automatic weapons that were actually useful to you. So what you were doing is, if you had a merc with automated weapon skills and a weapon that was able to shoot full auto, you would stand in front of the guy with the weapon and just shoot behind him in full auto mode. And what that was doing is basically you forced the game to hit something in front of you, and obviously it was the guy with the gun. And you only had to, well, you weren't allowed to kill him, but if you were wounding him and then just forwarded just use the time compression. By the way, these militias are kinda screwed at the moment. They're not doing anything.
Sure.
Well, if you forwarded it with time compression, what happened was that he just bled to death, and you would get the weapon and his gear. There's also this possibility that he would just drop his weapon, and then you could just pick it up and then use first aid kits or the medical pouch and just heal him back up to like full. And that's something I'm gonna reload. I still don't have first aid kits. I can't heal her if that's what happens. So yeah, retreat. But yeah, you could steal weapons like that. Sometimes your opponents will also be dropping their weapons when you hit them. And that's something good for you to know. If they drop their guns, obviously they'll have to pick them back up in the next turn if they plan to use them against.
Hear that?
Oh, come on. That's just weak. I mean, the militia is here and they're basically around me. They'll see the enemy sooner or later. Oh, this guy's pretty much wounded.
Damn. Hear that?
Yeah, now it starts.
Ready. They're here. Let's get the show on the road. You're dead, pea-brain.
I think that's the last guy.